Sunday Night Football, we've got the Dolphins with the explosive Tyreek Hill. We've got the Chargers with the explosive Austin Eckler. We're going to get into NFL prop bets and fantasy football start sits. We're going to get right into it here. We're going to quickly cover last week's $100 challenge. So what we're doing on this channel is just a fake $100 betting on some of the prop bets throughout the week. So last week's game was featuring the Saints and the Buccaneers, and we took the Saints to cover the spread at 3.5. We took the Buccaneers to win the game at minus 195, and then we bet the over on 40 points, and that was a mistake. I should have known that this was going to be a much lower scoring game, given the way that these two teams have been playing. Anyways, so we start off with $100, minus 35, because that's what we risked overall hypothetically again here, and the outcome was a net loss of 78 cents. So not too bad this week, not too great either. At least we're not completely in the hole. And we started off with 100, so we're back down to about $99.22. If you want to see my picks for Thursday night and then see how they matched up versus what actually happened, go check out my last video. With that said, I'm recording this prior to Sunday's game, so the prop bets may change slightly for the Dolphins and the Chargers. Let's get into those. All right, so we've got the Miami Dolphins rank 11 versus the wideout position and 19th against the running back position this year in fantasy. For the Chargers, rank 13 against the wideout position and 29 against the RB position. So Chargers rank 29 against the running back position. And the only real threat on the running back side of things for the Dolphins this week is Jeff Wilson, former 49er. However, top performer this week, I think it's going to be Austin Eckler for the Chargers up against that Dolphins 19th rank against the running back position this year. I think Tua is going to be the top quarterback this week. Man, he has just looked so good this year. It is phenomenal. Let's take a quick look here at Austin Eckler's fantasy stats throughout the year. And quite honestly, they are unreal. There has only been 3 games this year that Austin Eckler hasn't scored more than 10 points. And when he's scoring more than 10 points, he's almost getting up to 20-point ranges every single time. Just listen to this. 31, 33, 19, 30, 20, 17, 19. I think he's going to have a big night against the Dolphins this week on Sunday Night Football. So let's get into the prop bets here. Got the Dolphins and the Chargers. Total spread is 3. The win for the Dolphins, minus 180. Chargers win, plus 155. And then the total over-under for this game is 52 points. Let's think about this here. 52 points, 2 massively high-powered offenses. Let's go with the over this week, hypothetically, for this game. We're going to take the over on 52. I'm going to take the Dolphins to win at minus 180. And I'm also going to take the Dolphins on that minus 3.0 spread. I think they are going to win this game by more than a field goal. Getting into the starts and sits here for the Miami Dolphins, we're going to start with the freak of nature, the cheetah, the fastest man in the NFL, Tyreek Hill. If you have him, you're obviously starting him. It is just so fun watching this guy play. If you've been following him with the Chiefs, if you've been following the NFL, or if you're new to the NFL, you know about Tyreek Hill. He is just a phenomenal player to watch. It is the best thing, in my opinion, when he drops those backflips in the end zone for the TD celebrations. Let's move on to Tua Tagovailoa, and I've got him highlighted here because it has been such a dramatic year for the guy. Such a young guy coming out of Alabama, I believe, and man, the concussion was just so disheartening to see. That was against Cincinnati that week that he had 2.4 fantasy points. And since his comeback here, I mean, he has been hot. He has been kind of cold from the fantasy landscape. But I think this week, granted that he's healthy, is going to be a big week for Tua. I think he's going to show off the arm. I think he's going to leverage all of his weapons, granted that Jalen Waddle is healthy. I think it's going to be a fun Sunday night watching the Dolphins and the Chargers. And then let's talk about Jeff Williams, the ex-49er, coming over, and he's been looking really good on the ground here for the Dolphins. So if I'm starting anybody on the run game, it's going to be Jeff Williams. And then my sits for this week are going to be Raheem Mostert and Jalen Waddle. I'm only having Jalen Waddle in that sit column primarily because of that injury that he suffered, and it's too early in the week right now as I'm recording this video to tell if he's going to play. But if he plays, he's obviously a start. Right now, it's a little bit uncertain whether or not we're going to see him on Sunday night. And then we've got the Chargers. High-powered offense yet again with Austin Eckler. We've already talked about him. If you have him, you are simply starting him. Let's talk quickly here about Mike Williams, because Mike Williams has been injured of late. And if Mike Williams doesn't play this week, well, obviously he's going to be a sit. But if he is playing, then he's an automatic plug in that lineup. However, he has been very injury-prone this year, so you may want to caution that if you have a better option. He's been injured for so long, I assume you already have a backup or a replacement for him at this point in time. Let's talk about Joshua Palmer and Keenan Allen here for just a moment over on the Chargers. Joshua Palmer, if Mike Williams is out, he's been doing just fine. Keenan Allen, he's just recently been back last 3 weeks. Let's see, 17.8 fantasy points last week, 13.4 the week before, and the week before that, 9.9, might as well call it a 10. So when Keenan Allen is back, when he is healthy, granted he is starting to get a little bit older here, but when he is healthy, he is a playmaker. He is making those quick out routes. He's making those slants. He's making those comeback draws. He looks really good out there, and he is a valuable piece to this Chargers offense, and Justin Herbert does like to leverage him. So with that said, I'm not even going to mention the Chargers running backs, because if Austin Eckler goes down, God help us all. At that point in time, I couldn't even tell you who the next running back is there for the Chargers. So with that said, you've got my starts, you've got my sits for the Dolphins, for the Chargers. Let's talk about the prop bets and what I'm taking this week. All right, so let's kick it off with the prop bets here. Remember, we're starting with $99.22 because we got that net negative 0.78 loss on the Saints and the Buccaneers. So we still don't know how we did on Thursday night's game at the time of recording this video. So we're just going to keep it where it is with the numbers. We are going to take the over 52 points, and we're going to wager $15 here with a total possible win of 28.64. We're going to take the Dolphins to win at -180. Going to put $10 on that, possible 5.56 cents there for the winnings, and then -3 at a -110. Wagering $10, possible winnings here would be $8.33 with a total win of $18.33. So tune into the next video. I'm going to go ahead and go over this game. I'm going to go ahead and go over the Thursday night game, and then we're going to go ahead and see how we did from these prop bets. Stay tuned. If the Monday night video comes out in time, if I have some time to record it, I'll certainly release it, and we'll include that and everything as well. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. See you soon.